Liquid Lowdown.
What's up, guys? Liquid Lola here, and welcome to this week's episode of the Liquid Lowdown. Once again, I'm giving you my top 5 list from entertainment, pop culture, and or gaming news. Anything I kind of found interesting in the past week. We're gonna jump right into it. So here we go. Coming in at number 5 is all about Disney Plus. There's rumor that Disney Plus has been in talks with Ewan McGregor about an Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I am totally here for this. Disney Plus really seems like they're hitting us with a lot of original content. Disney's really trying to get our money, y'all. They're putting out some good stuff for their subscription service, so we're gonna see. But they're in serious talks with Ewan McGregor about reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, we all know his portrayal of Obi-Wan from the prequels. Some people hate all of the prequels, some people love them, some people, like myself, are kind of in between. Ewan McGregor did a great job portraying the younger Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I am completely here for a full series, giving us some backstory on Obi-Wan, giving us more information on him. I'm not sure exactly when this series would presumably be set, and there's nothing final on it yet. They're just in talks for it. If this Obi-Wan series happens, it'll be the 3rd live action series announced for Disney Plus within the Star Wars universe. I'm very interested in it. I loved Ewan McGregor's portrayal of Obi-Wan, and I would love to see a full series. We don't know really any information about it just yet, but my guess is if they let it leak that they're in talks with Ewan McGregor for this Obi-Wan series, then it's gonna happen. So we just need to sit back, sit tight, and wait to see what new information comes out and when we're actually gonna get this live action series. I'm pretty sure that Disney Plus is gonna get my money for their subscription-based service because they have a lot of good content, it seems, coming for us very soon. So we'll see, but that's number 5. Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan. Is he our only hope? And coming in at number 4 is another McGregor, no relation. I assume it's no relation. No relation. Conor McGregor, the UFC champion, MMA fighter. He sucker punched an old man in a pub in April. TMZ got security footage of this incident. Apparently it happened in a pub in Ireland back in April. Conor McGregor has his own whiskey that he's been promoting. So I guess he goes into this bar and is like offering shots of whiskey to the patrons there. Now, looking at the clientele, this is a pub in Ireland. The guys that are in there, they all like have white hair. Like, I'm like, even what are you doing in there? What is happening? So they probably don't even know who Conor McGregor is. That's number 1. Number 2, some dude is like forcing whiskey on you. So it looks like he gives this old man whiskey, like sets it down in front of him. The old guy pushes it away. We don't know what that man was drinking. Maybe he didn't want to drink whiskey that day. Maybe he was the designated driver. Maybe he didn't want to drink at all. Maybe he was drinking vodka. I don't know. He didn't want your drink, Conor. He didn't want your whiskey. So the old man pushes it away. Then you see him put another whiskey in front of him. The old man pushes the drink away again. Still sitting on his bar stool, and then you just see Conor come up and just like punch him in the side of the face. Who does that? Who goes to pubs and just starts punching grandpa? Conor, you have a serious problem, dude. Like, you have this very serious problem. You need some anger management. You need some anger management and possibly some jail time. I don't know what happened with the guy. I mean, he absorbed the punch. I'm like, okay, grandpa, I see you. I see you, grandpa. I mean, he absorbed the punch. He didn't fall off the bar stool. I mean, I've never been punched in the face. Hope to never be punched in the face. Can't imagine what it would feel like to be punched in the face by an MMA fighter. Like, what? Old man stayed on his bar stool. He didn't even flinch. So I'm assuming the old guy is okay. I don't know. There's not much information about what happened after it. I mean, this was all the way back in April. It's now August. So Conor is still walking around free. So I don't know what's happening with that. The Irish police say that they're still investigating the incident, but I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is, Conor McGregor, you have some serious issues, dude, and you should not be going and punching old men in pubs. Like, that's not okay. The man doesn't want your whiskey, he doesn't want your whiskey.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
So anyway, that's number 4, Conor McGregor stealing a punch on Grandpa. Coming in at number 3 is a blast from the past. Invader Zim! So Invader Zim was this cartoon that was out in the early 2000s. It's almost 20 years ago, which is crazy even saying that out loud. Damn, I feel old. But it was almost 20 years ago when Invader Zim first came out. And he's this little alien that is sent to Earth to infiltrate Earth and enslave the humans. When really the leaders of his planet just got sick of him and were like, you're a pain, and they just sent him off, knowing that he would never ever be able to succeed. They just wanted him out of their hair, but he took his job very seriously, and he comes to Earth to enslave humans, and he succeeds in setting up a base and posing as a human child. But then, you know, you look at him and you're like, okay. But he has this arch nemesis who recognizes that he's an alien, this guy Dib, and nobody believes Dib, and it's like a wacky ride. Invader Zim was a little ahead of its time, I think, you know, in the way that the humor was presented, in the way the cartoon was presented, the jokes and some of the themes of the cartoon was a little ahead of its time. It was quirky, it was weird, it was strange, but it was so much fun at the same time. Now we see a lot of cartoons that kind of take that tone, but Invader Zim was one of the first ones to do it. It's so cool that it's back. It's back with the original cast, the original crew, the same voice actors are back. Fun fact, Mark Hamill, our Luke Skywalker and amazing voice actor, he was originally Invader Zim in the pilot, and they recast him before the pilot aired because the director didn't think that Mark Hamill sounded like what he had envisioned Invader Zim to sound like. So the creator didn't think that Mark Hamill was Invader Zim. So it's interesting. It's interesting that we could have had Mark Hamill's Invader Zim, but that didn't happen. Invader Zim was a very cool show, and here it is. It's back 20 years later as a Netflix movie. Invader Zim into the Florbus. Check it out. It came out August 16th on Netflix, so you can watch it right now. And that is my number 3, Invader Zim. Coming in at number 2 on my list this week is once again about GTA. The casino update is completely killing it. They have brand new users coming in, playing the game again, and there is a secret mission. There is a secret mission that you unlock by getting wasted. You have to get drunk to do this mission. In order to access this mission, first you have to own the penthouse. So if you own the penthouse, you have to unlock the casino work missions. So you have to do that first mission. Loose Chang is the first mission. You have to host and play that, and that will unlock the casino work missions. Once you've done that, you can either go up to your penthouse and start drinking shots of Macbeth whiskey, or down at the casino bar. And basically you just keep pounding back shots until you get really, 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 really drunk. Like blackout drunk. You may wake up like out in the street, you may wake up like in your penthouse, but you haven't triggered the mission until you wake up with paramedics and ambulance near you. And that's what will trigger that's what will trigger the mission. So basically, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again, get drunk again. Just keep drinking until you get drunk. Only in the game though, only in the game. Real life, drink responsibly. Be a responsible adult, only if you're 21, kids. Check out the new mission in GTA. If you have the penthouse, go have some fun, have some shots on me. That's number 2, getting wasted in GTA. And coming in at number 1 is more gaming news. And this is news that I am really, really, really excited about. Y'all, they're doing a Saints Row the 5th! They're doing a 5th Saints Row, not the Agents of Mayhem, a 5th Saints Row. And Volition has been in deep development for some time on this game. They just announced this news, letting everybody know that there will be another Saints Row. Now, there are people that hate on Saints Row. They're like, it's like a GTA knockoff, but it's not. It's so campy. It's so weird. It's so strange and off color and not politically correct. It's fantastic. The last Saints Row game that I personally liked was Saints Row the 3rd, and I platted that game. I platted it. I loved it. It was so much fun. It was so ridiculous. They came with Saints Row the 4th, which was basically like a reskin of Saints Row the 3rd. They just added powers and you could fly, and I personally didn't care for that one because it lost some of the magic of what Saints Row was. Like, you were too powerful. Like, just being able to fly around and you had these superpowers, it didn't do it for me. Like, your cars were wasted at that point because you could just fly everywhere. You know, the customizing of your cars and your vehicle, it was just it just, you know, it was lazy. It was lazy to me. Like, if you're gonna come out with a new game, make it new. Make it new, make it a new game. Why are you taking the same location and just like reskinning it and sprinkling in a few superpowers? Like, nah, I'm not here for that. Agents of Mayhem, I did not play. Now, I liked causing mayhem in Saints Row, in the actual game, like the little side missions that they had, like the mayhem missions. I personally wasn't really interested in a full game of that. So Agents of Mayhem, something else was out at the time and I was playing something else, and I never got around to getting or really caring that much about Agents of Mayhem. It seemed like it was like a partial game to me, not really what people wanted. So I'm super excited about a 5th Saints Row game, like a real Saints Row game. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna be like a next gen game, like a proper next gen game. I hope that it is. You know, I would hate for them to just come out with a game at the end of like the PS4 life cycle or something, you know. Like, I want to see a good next gen game of Saints Row. Their graphics were never that great, the mechanics were never that awesome, but it was just a fun game. So if you can give me like a really good Saints Row, a 5th Saints Row with better graphics, the same kind of fun, the same kind of jokes, even though, I don't know. I mean, you know, with our overly PC culture these days, I have no idea if they're gonna be able to push the boundaries as much as they used to back in the day. I think that was some of the charm of the game, but you know, this is a crazy world we live in these days. So who knows? I hope they don't dumb down the game that much, but we'll see what happens. But overall, I think this is very exciting news. I can't wait to actually see some stuff, see some footage, see some artwork, see anything, hear anything about it. Where is it going to be set? Are the same characters coming back? Like, what's happening with the game? But I'm very excited. I will definitely be keeping an eye on this to see what's happening with Saints Row the 5th. But overall, I think it's amazing news coming out of THQ and Volition. That's my number 1 for this week, Saints Row! So that does it for me this week. Thanks for tuning in to the Liquid Lowdown. Don't forget that I'm now streaming on Twitch. So if you have not seen me on Twitch, or if you haven't seen me on YouTube recently with my live streams, that's why, because I'm over on Twitch. So please make sure to give me a follow over on Twitch and keep your eye out for me. I hope to see you guys next week. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Please let me know what you think, or if there's something that you'd like to see differently, or some subjects you'd like to see me tackle. Let me know. And until next time, this has been the Liquid Lowdown. I'll see you soon. Bye.
The Liquid Lowdown.